Hello and welcome back. This was a suggestion, so thank you for the video suggestion. I need all of these. Like, I've never heard of Irish hurling before. I don't know how big it is outside of Ireland. I don't know if it's like growing in Europe or what, but this is going to be interesting because I have no idea what to even expect. Right when it was suggested, I quickly looked up some photos of it, and it like very roughly, I'm sure it's nothing alike, but very roughly reminds me of lacrosse here in the States, which I'm sure it's other places as well. But I'm gonna give this a shot, and it's just hopefully goes over it a little bit. I'll understand it more and I could dive into more in the future. But I love these kinds of videos that are pretty specific to a certain area of the world or just Ireland, a country in general, and makes it way more fun. It's just something that as a traveler that I would go out of my way to watch and see and experience this new sport that I really had no idea about. So let's jump into this. I'm excited. This is huge. Let's just jump in. We're jumping in right now.
Walter Welsh has a chance here, lays it off to TJ Reid, who scores.
The speed.
How did those defenders get that?
The hand-eye coordination, the size of the field. It's been described as a form of mayhem, but ultimately the bottom line is
I agree.
It's something like we've never seen before.
I also agree.
Chance. He's taken it.
It looks so fun. That must be so satisfying.
Correspondent for 60 Minutes
score.
Sports, and my story this month is about the most exciting game that you've probably never heard of. It's called hurling. The president of Ireland, Michael D. Higgins, he presented me my hurley. How far back do the roots of hurling go in Irish history?
No, I think that it is probably somewhere around 2,000 years.
So this is the hurley. And you do any number of things with it. The skills are astonishing. Maybe the greatest skill of all is called soloing. They run on a dead run with the ball balanced on the end of their stick. What they can do with this, it truly is a magic wand for a good...
That's crazy. I have pretty good... I love sports. That guy's ripped. I love sports. I love playing sports. I've probably played most sports on teams. And what they're doing there, I couldn't just go out and do. You need, years of practice to do these things and to be accurate with it and consistent, just like any sport.
We saw a takedown
They're not messing
at the
around.
final where a guy is running and you just come across literally with your arm and catch him right across the neck.
Out comes John. That's Johnny Cohen. Very deliberately taking him down.
That's like
he goes down. The crowd, 82,000 people go crazy over it.
AKA a clothesline.
Fierce pride and honor.
Rough clothesline.
It's about who you represent and how much you're willing to put on the line. It's parochial, it's regional, it's tribal.
Where you play is where you're born.
So no matter how good you would get as a player, your choices are basically your county Cork, where you were born, and that's it.
Indeed.
It really is at the center of their existence.
That's pretty cool,
You go to any
I like
little
that.
town or village in Ireland,
That's
and
really
there
cool.
you will find the Gaelic Athletic Association club. And at that club, all the tiniest kids show up, and they've got their hurley in their hands.
for sure
and not
be
just
there
kids,
if
it's
I was
their
a kid in
parents
Ireland.
and their families.
Big strike, get out of there.
There wasn't anything more important than the game. You'll see kids all over Ireland. They'll carry it to school, they'll carry it to mass. A lot of kids would sleep with their hurleys, and that's not an exaggeration. It's more than a game,
so cool.
it's who you are.
Look at all those. That's crazy. Yeah, that looks, just these opening scenes and just the footage. I just need to, so next video, I kind of have more of a grasp of what in the world Irish hurling is. Oh, it's crazy. Already from the footage I've seen, looks difficult. Looks hard to kind of dribble it on. I'm sure there's a name for the stick. I haven't heard it yet, but just kind of all those actions you have to do with that ball and maintain control, prop it up, launch it. What's the difference between grabbing the ball and then just kind of dribbling it on? Do you have to dribble it before you hit it? Do you have to can you just toss it up? Those are the things that I need to, very basic things. And next video, I'm gonna do kind of the highlights of it. Just kind of highlights so I could start grasping this and maybe see more sections of a game. Because when you see it like this, instead of just practice or just close-up shots, you really get an understanding of how big the sport is. And I love how they where you're born, your county, that's where you play as. That's where you're a player as. Correct them or me if I'm wrong with any of this, or please add on. I love learning about this stuff. But yeah, I love how they just go to where they're born at. And then, are there any, I'm sure there are, in every sport there is, are there any places that are like any counties, teams that are just dominant? That's known for, you know, the Irish hurling superstars there, the winners, they're like, you're always trying to defeat those people, that county, that team. Let me know, add on anything to this as you can. I'll jump into more in the future. And until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for telling me about this. Give me more video suggestions about your country or something you find interest in. And we will watch and discuss and hang out. So until next time, thanks for watching and have a good day. Ireland is just such a fascinating place. It is, it's very beautiful, and some of the nicest people I've ever met were in Ireland. I was a kid though, so maybe that's why. I don't know. They're really nice there.